viewers, welcome to the Editorial Analysis by Dristhi IAS. In this section, we regularly take editorials from various newspapers and news portals for a better understanding of various issues happening in India and around the globe. Dear viewers, in this section, we first try to link the editorial with our UPSC syllabus. Then we go analytical in order to understand some key points and at last some important concepts. Dear viewers, we truly hope that you like this initiative taken by Drishti IAS and your feedbacks are important for us. So kindly feel free to give your important feedbacks in the comment section. So without any further delay, let's commence our session.
Dear viewer, this video is available in Hindi as well. If you wish to watch it, please visit our Hindi YouTube channel, Drishti IAS. For your convenience, the link for this video in Hindi has been provided in the description below.
Today's editorial is taken from the Financial Express published on 8th of December 2020. The title of today's editorial is Fighting Malnutrition. If we try to link today's editorial with our UPSC syllabus, we can link it with GS Paper 2 and primarily with the section that includes issues relating to poverty and hunger. If we try to summarize today's editorial, we can say that government must focus on nutrient security apart from detriments such as maternal age and mother's education among others. Some key points from today's editorial. Now, a report by researchers at NABARD and ICRIER. So if you speak about NABARD and ICRIER, what exactly are they? So NABARD is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, whereas ICRIER is Indian Council for Research on International Economic Relations. So under that report that was given by the researchers at these two institutes, they have said that government should focus upon issues such as maternal age, the education of the mother, household wealth, etc. And if a proper attention is paid on these issues, then definitely all these issues can have a significant effect on the nutritional well-being of children, and also it can help achieve some crucial sustainable development goals for the government. Now, one of the biggest problems India has is, despite India being self-sufficient in grains, it had 194.4 million undernourished in 2017-2018. So despite India being a self-sufficient country in grains, yet we have close to 200 million people who were undernourished. Globally, it has the largest number of undernourished people. If you speak about on the global terms, then we have the largest population of undernourished people. Despite the world's largest food subsidy program in the form of food security bill, such deep and widespread malnutrition is evidence of the failure of the current policy approach. See, even after having the world's largest food subsidy program, yet there are so many people who are even today undernourished. It shows nothing but the failure of the current policy that has been followed. The researchers recommend that policy become more nutrition sensitive with diet diversification. They are also saying that there has to be a tremendous diversification with reference to the diet, okay? And it has to be more nutritional sensitive. To this end, it recommends steps such as rollback of the PDS and instead adopting DBT to help households diversify their food basket, biofortification of cereals, etc. So one of the suggestions that has been given by these researchers is that we have to roll back the public distribution system, and rather the government must focus on direct benefit transfer to all the households which are in need. Okay. Now, if you speak about the present scenario, then one of the key takeaways from the report and experience of other developing nations such as China and Brazil is that investment in women's education, especially higher education, has a direct correlation with the nutritional security of the household. Now, one of the most important things that has been taken from the reports and various experiences have been taken from developing countries, it shows that countries like China, countries like Brazil, they have invested a lot in women's education, especially in the higher education. And that higher education has a direct correlation with the nutritional security of the households. See, if the woman of the house is educated, then definitely she has a quite amount of knowledge that can help her as well as her family with reference to the nutritional security. So it is quite important that a tremendous focus is to be given on women education, like countries like China and Brazil have already done. The report also suggests that nutritional education program must be incorporated into the curriculum, while the distance between schools and households must be reduced to prevent female dropout, etc. It says that in the curriculum of the school, nutritional education program must be incorporated as they are very important. Also, in order to prevent the female dropout ratio, it is quite important that the distance between the schools and the households must be reduced. So, if there is a lesser distance between the school and the household, then parents, they feel quite safe, and also we will definitely observe a decrease in the female dropout ratio. Also, higher education for women must be promoted via modes such as targeted scholarship. One more way to increase higher education among women is to promote ideas such as targeted scholarship, by which the girl child must be given with several different kind of scholarships at each and every level. The future ahead, another recommendation that needs immediate intervention is the maternal health and childcare practices. Also, according to the researchers, it says another issues that require immediate intervention is the maternal health. See, the maternal health in India when India got independent, it was very bad. Now we have definitely improved it to a very huge extent. Yet there are several areas where we have to work and focus upon the issue of the maternal health. Also, the child care practices. If we speak about the child care practices, even today, there are many houses, especially in the rural areas, where the institutional deliveries are not taking place. So the focus has to be on the institutional deliveries of the babies in order to reduce the infant mortality rate. A large number of underweight women, low BMI. Now, if I speak about BMI, so BMI is body mass index. It is calculated by total weight, or you can say with reference to your body weight in kgs upon your height in meter. Okay, so this is how you can calculate the BMI. In India, there are a large number of women with a low body mass index, especially in their reproductive stage. It is also one of the most important reasons why the malnutrition is present among the children. So a special focus has to be given to address this particular issue as well. Apart from this, equitable access to antenatal care, early childbearing, low institutional deliveries and high birth order are some of the areas that need intermediate attention. Now, apart from these issues, several other. Number one, natal care has to be of more better order. Number two, childbearing at an early age. We have to see government has to come up with such ideas where early childbearing should be a criminal offense. Low institutional deliveries, like I said, every child born has to be born in a hospital or in a maternal care center. Higher birth order. So these are some of the areas where government needs to focus its immediate attention. Now, when we speak about all such issues, we have to see that government is doing quite a lot from their side as well. But yes, a more is to be done. Now, if we speak about some of the reasons why there is malnutrition situation in India. So number one, if we speak about reasons, number one will be the monoculture agricultural practices. Okay. Number two, the changing food pattern. See, the food consumption pattern have changed substantially in India over the past few decades, and it has resulted in disappearance of many nutritional local food. For example, millets. Now, another reason for malnutrition, poverty, like we all know. Then one more can be lack of sanitation, clean drinking water, gender injustice, especially malnourishment among girls. So it is happening because of the gender injustice. Okay, they have become malnourished adolescents who marry early and have children who become malnourished, and so the cycle continues. Now, if we speak about what are the schemes, what are the initiatives taken by government to tackle malnutrition, they are number one, the ICDS. Very important scheme, the ICDS, that is the Integrated Child Development Services. Now, this scheme provides specific intervention targeted towards the vulnerable group include children below 6 years and women. Now, ICDS scheme is implemented by Ministry of Women and Child Development, and it provides a package of 6 services, namely supplementary nutrition, number 2, preschool, number 3, non-formal education, number 4, nutrition and health education, number 5, immunization, number 6 is health checkup and referral services. Now, another initiative taken by the government is NHM. Very important again, NHM. Now, NHM is the National Health Mission launched by the Government of India in 2013, okay, implemented by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The main components, they include health system strengthening in the rural as well as urban area, okay, midday meal scheme, Indira Gandhi Matritva Sahyog Yojana, National Nutritional Policy of 1993. So see, all these issues have been adopted by the government. Okay. Now, one more very important issue is the National Nutrition Mission. That is the Poshan Mission. POSHAN, the Poshan Mission. Now, under the Poshan Mission, the government aims to ensure a malnutrition-free India by 2022. So, see, these are some of the initiatives. So, we cannot say that government has turned blind eye towards this issue. Government is doing whatever is in their limit, but yes, it is quite less. Government has to be more attentive and more careful towards this particular issue. So viewers, this was with today's editorial analysis. Now, a question that can be framed with reference to today's editorial is, even after having a number of schemes to address malnutrition, malnutrition remains a mighty challenge for India. Discuss. So viewers, I hope you liked today's editorial analysis. Thank you very much.